Welcome, everybody who is here and can join us for our live finale event. I am super appreciative of all of you for showing up, especially our final three who fought through the season. You guys who are watching have witnessed what they have done, whether you watch the YouTube videos, their confessionals, the Zoom tribals, or whether you followed on the summaries on Instagram. But Micah, Aiden, and Xander, thank you guys so much for what you put into the season and where you made it. And especially for tonight, only one of you is going to win, and the other two waited all this time to find out that they didn't win. But it's part of the game. There's only one winner, and there's 15 losers. And so it's part of the process. You guys are good Survivor fans and players, and I trust that everyone's going to hold their head up high with respect and dignity, whether you win or lose. And I love that about you guys because no one reacted in a negative way when you were voted out. You won a lot, Micah, a lot of challenges. You never rub it into people's faces. It's been amazing. So I'm excited. I have the votes right here. I've had them sitting on my desk. They haven't moved since. They're not changed, obviously. This isn't going to be snuffed, but we'll have a real torch next season. You guys are awesome. This is the first season. I want to throw it to Bethany, who has been an amazing part of this adventure. And I mean, you can just give me one word, one sentence. I just want you to talk about how you have enjoyed or not enjoyed this experience. Also, real quick, someone's mic is on, and I hear a lot of background sound.
Hunter.
Maybe it was breathing. It's okay when you're talking, but anyway.
Yeah, I really enjoy just being here for the ride and getting to see all of you play, and as well as just planning and setting up a lot of what happened and went on. And I wish you the best of luck. I've gotten to get to know a lot of you, and I really enjoyed that as well. So you all are pretty cool people, I feel like. So I'm really glad that you've had the opportunity to participate this season.
Thank you so much, Bethany. I also wanted, and I already have, to thank all of you for your participation in the season. It has been fun. The editing process has been interesting considering the different bumps that came along the way with YouTube, just whatever, Wi-Fi, life happens, and we're here now. And I'm excited. And I also wanted to throw a huge thank you out to Bethany because I genuinely am 100% about this statement of I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. It's a process that ran extremely smoothly. Like you guys were awesome, and that was a huge part of it. But the whole season it was like butter. I never was stressed out during the season, like challenges and stuff, timing. Whenever I was messed up on something, you guys were awesome about scheduling and working things out. And none of that would have been able to be set up without Bethany. And it's a common saying. There might be a cliche, but it's genuine. Doing it by myself, I would have had a lot of anxiety, just like trying to gather everything. I mean, Bethany covered challenges, making the challenge graphics, making sure that my stupid ideas didn't get put to you guys. A lot of stuff that Bethany did that contributed just as much or more than what I did. And so thank you for that. I'm excited to do season 2 with you, Bethany, and I'm excited for you guys to be fans. You know, you're the guinea pigs, you're the beta test, humble beginnings, and now we're moving on to another season in the future. But before we talk anything about that or anything about this season, we have something to do. I just want to ask each of the finalists real quick how you guys are feeling before these votes are read. And also kind of like, how are you going to feel if this turnout isn't what you want? And so I'm going to start just in order how I see you guys on my screen. Micah, you can go first.
Man, I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, obviously. I would love to win. But at the end of the day, these that are up here with me are equally as awesome. And so will I be disappointed? Probably. But will I also be happy for them? Yes.
Thank you, Micah. Aiden?
Yeah, same as Micah. I'd love to win. I hope that it's my name written down enough in there. But both the other guys played great games. It was a joy to play. So, whatever happens.
Xander.
I'm pretty excited to just see what's going on. Like, I think both of them played amazing games. I think we all had really a lot of fun. So just excited to see what happens.
Thank you guys. I'm excited. I made a video. I might post it eventually right after our final tribal council. And right before our final tribal council, before I heard what you guys had to say, before votes were in. And I made a video talking about how I felt each three of you did. And I genuinely didn't know, where the votes were going to go and how they ended up. And so I'm excited for this. It's really fun after all that time away to be back on a Zoom with you guys. It's kind of like that first day of school back where like you don't want to go, and then it's kind of nice to see your friends. It's like this, but not the part where I didn't want to go. I did want to come here, obviously. So now that that was roundabout. Now that we talked to the finalists, we have votes here. I'm gonna play the music, so some suspense can ensue for you guys. I'm excited. Let me know if you can hear it. It's kind of quiet just because I don't want it to disrupt the Zoom too much. All right. These are the last times you guys will hear votes for Virtual Survivor Season 1. You want to see your name. Seeing your name means who you got voted for. You guys know how this works. We are about to crown a winner of the game. Without further ado, I am going to read the votes. First vote, Micah. You can clap if you want. You're all muted, but. Second vote, Xander. That's 1 vote, Micah, 1 vote, Xander. 5 votes left. Third vote, Micah. 2 votes, Micah, 1 vote, Xander. Fourth vote, Micah. 3 votes, Micah, 1 vote, Xander. Fifth vote. And the winner of Virtual Survivor Season 1, Micah. Congratulations, Micah. You have won this game, Outwit, Outplay, Outlast, 6-1. Initial thoughts, how are you feeling now that you won?
Man, I'm feeling awesome. I mean, obviously, I kind of don't even know what to say. Like, it's just a good feeling.
Awesome. Xander, you received the vote. You couldn't pull out all of them. What are your thoughts?
I mean, Micah played such a good game. I am just so honored to have 1 vote, and I think it's really well deserved that he got it. So I'm really happy for him.
Aiden, you received no votes. You found 3 idols, and you played a game where you made moves. We're going to talk about the Cameron vote later. It's awesome that you're both here. That may have been the most brutal moment of the season, and it was early. I just want to know where you're at with this turnout.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed, but like Micah played an incredible game. I definitely did not play the social game that I wanted to. It kind of happens when you turn on multiple alliances. So I kind of I'll give it to him. I shot myself in the foot those few times. But lessons for next time. So.
Absolutely. I mean, I appreciate your guys' good spirit. Micah, again, congratulations. This is the first time that we're doing a season, and this is the turnout. We're going to have more seasons. As life gets busy, we don't know exactly how timing will go. We do know that season 2 is happening. We'll talk about it later. There's a few different things I want to hear from every, jury member with the next 20 minutes that we have just to talk about stuff. see how, we can all relax now. We can all breathe. Whether or not it's the outcome that you wanted, we're here, and we can all look back at this and smile about the experience. I should bring it up for those who have watched the full finale. It's long, or final tribal. It's long. It was brought up a lot, and I don't know if I completely think it's justified for how many times it was brought up. It regards the winner, and I want to throw something at Wyatt, because in that final tribal council, Wyatt, you were pretty. You brought up this idea of Micah betraying you and how you were going to bring him to the end, and I just want to hear about you, Wyatt, and Micah, your thought process on that, because I'm sitting here editing and looking, and I'm just laughing because it might have been brought up like 5 times in the video. Were you actually salty, Wyatt, or was it just kind of like, I don't know, you just wanted to say it a lot?
At the time, I was, but I got over it. Me and Micah are good friends now, but it was just feelings at the time.
Micah, every time you brought that up at that final tribal, thought process, were you like, come on, why is he saying that again? Or were you just like, oh, this is typical Wyatt?
I mean, I agree. It was typical Wyatt. I didn't know if he was actually genuinely just upset or if I didn't give him the answer that he wanted to hear. But I mean, it was fun for me. I enjoyed going back and forth with him. And I mean, even after the game, we go back and forth about stuff even now. So it's kind of funny.
Well, I'm just going to head straight into one of my favorite moments of the season. Now, I love Cameron. Cameron and I actually participated in a game together before this, but his time was also cut short, so casting him felt like a comfortable choice. But once again, his time was cut short, and regardless of him being someone that I knew before and still liked, it was one of my favorite moves because it felt brutal and it felt ruthless and it felt calculated. And I want to hear Frankie's side of it after we talk to Aiden and Cameron, because Frankie wasn't even there. And so he comes back to all this crap that just happened. So Aiden, I want you to start. Your thought process before, because the episodes we air, there's only so much confessional information I can put into it. There's only so much confessional stuff that we talked about. You've had so much time after to process and think, and now we're here. We can talk. Aiden and Cameron are both here. Cameron, you can turn on your mic now if you want. Also, I like the move. It's fun. It was a proper use of an idol. So Aiden, take it away.
Yeah, no, first of all, sorry again about that. I've said it probably 20 times since the season's ended, because I do feel bad. Like, I did feel like I was getting along with Cameron, and I didn't want to do it. The reason I voted Cameron specifically, and you kind of see it in the episode, is because Frankie and I were having a talk about who we were gonna vote out. And Frankie had a talk with Jenna, and Jenna said that she would be willing to vote Cameron. And I didn't know whether or not that was true, but I figured, why send my vote to someone else if we might have a vote for Cameron? But then as soon as Frankie said he couldn't make it to tribal and he couldn't vote, I was paranoid. I was terrified that I was gonna misplay this and get voted out. So for the 10 minutes leading up to tribal council, I was just pacing in my room trying to figure out if I should play it on myself or play it on Frankie, and I didn't really know what to do. Fortunately, I did play it correctly, because it would have been really awkward if I had gotten voted out there.
It was a huge gamble. You put yourself in the perfect spot by telling everyone how big of a threat Frankie was. I mean, that was exactly what you needed.
Yeah, and that was definitely my goal. Looking back at it now, I wish I had written down Micah instead of Cameron. But who knows what Cameron would have done at the merge? He could have been a massive threat. Just as
absolutely nothing.
So, I also made the mistake of not voting out Micah and the chances that I had post merge. So so it's my fault for that.
So Cameron, you in your alliance chat with Micah and Wyatt, and I don't even know if Jenna was there, but
Don't even talk about this.
no, you said, no, listen, this isn't going to look bad on you. You said, and this is for viewers, you said, hey, I think I should throw a vote on either Aiden or Jenna or something, just in case if an idol is used. And Wyatt said, no, I trust Aiden 100%. He's voting Frankie. Don't throw another vote. Cameron, that sent you home. Between Aiden's strategic play and Wyatt's something, that sent you home. And so I just want to hear, because you've been out of the game for a while here. So many people chose you as their winner picks going into the game, which should be a compliment. It might be the hair or the shirtless photo, but talk about this vote, because I mean, it's fun.
First of all, I'm not mad at Aiden. It's a game. I was expecting, like, as soon as he played the idol, I was shocked. But as soon as he played for the idol for Frankie, I was like, all right, it's me. Because, like, I felt like I'm not trying to I was the biggest threat out of myself, Micah, and Wyatt. So, I mean, I took it as a compliment. So, I mean, I wasn't voted off because I did something stupid. I was voted off because I was doing something good. So, yeah.
Well, it was, I would say it was probably my favorite move of the season. As sad as it was for me to see you leave, it was a very strategic move that, as someone who gets to see the full picture, I loved, because Aiden made a confession where he said, I'm going to play the idol for Frankie and I'm going to take out Wyatt. And so my mindset was, oh, Wyatt's going home tonight. And then you send in the vote, and I find out only minutes before you guys that Cameron's the one who goes home. So it's fun from my perspective. Another move I liked, which some people found slightly controversial, was something that Xander did. And that was there being a tie against Sammy and Hunter, and Sammy and Macy were confident that Xander was with them. And Xander said, well, I don't want to go to Rocks for Sammy. And Xander was I know I've talked to you, in confessional one-on-one, but, like, what's the thought process behind that? Was it just, I don't want to go home, or was it Sammy's a threat? Or, because I know Macy was upset about that, which I wish Macy could be here, because, she did phenomenal. I can mention that in a minute, but Xander, just tell me about that. It was also a move I liked because it made people kind of upset, and Hunter kind of got all excited that he had 3 votes on him still. Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, whatever it was. So Xander.
I didn't want to go to Rocks. I mean, I don't know. It was a big risk. It would have been like a 1 out of 4 chance of me going home. And it really set me up good for the merge. I was still sort of in with Hunter and Scott, and then Macy was still my ally because I was basically all she had. So I don't regret it. I still feel bad that Sammy had to go home, but, like, it was a good move and I really liked it.
Well, it was fun. Before I throw some comments at the winner that we have, I want to, I was going to ask AB, but she had to leave, and she just thanked all of us for a fun season. Scott, you may have had the most painful tribal council elimination, and it was very prominent from the sweat, from the face, from the towel. Hey, look at that.
Here it is. I had to bring it. I'm
sitting here editing and smiling and going, oh, man, I wish the towel was in more episodes.
Yeah.
You're sitting there. You just look upset and defeated for that. And I cut most of it out because you just don't need it for the video. But that time where people were conversing in that double, did you know that it was going to be you that was eliminated? Or was it like, there's some hope, but I'm stressed out? You just seemed completely shot.
Yeah, no, I was rewatching that, like, whenever you posted it, and I remember just staring at myself, like, so dejected. Like, I knew that for whatever reason I was the bigger target and they wanted me out next. Yeah, I know that they were trying to, like, pull an idol out of me on that first tribal. I never had an idol. I wish I did. But yeah, no, I just remember sitting there so dejected. You're like, hey guys, you want a couple more minutes? And I just very angrily responded, I need like 3 minutes or something like that. Just very upset. If you rewatch it, I was so
I
mad.
have rewatched it.
Yeah, no, I knew it was coming, especially after I threw out a name. I was like, yeah, no, I'm gone. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. We're here now. We're having fun. Micah, I think from a Survivor fan and host perspective that you won strongly based on your social game and the way that the way that you talk to people and everything. But I do want to ask how you feel like the massive amount of challenge wins factored into your win also, because you have a strong social game, and then you have, for as much as you can outplay on Virtual Survivor, I mean, you did it just as much as, the best in real life did. What was it, 5 immunity wins out of 7? So
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. I mean, how do you feel like that was? Was it scary every time you won, knowing that a bigger target was painted, or did you just, you loved it, you weren't going home?
So the first one I won where I was safe for 2 travels, I was like, okay, this is good. I mean, I won, I'm safe. I can see how everything is going to happen. And then I won again, and I was like, I don't know if I should just try and win everything from now on, or should I stop winning? And then I won that third one, and that was the one where it was like, if you were on the jury right now, who would you vote for? And most of the names were Micah, and I was like, crap. Like if I go to tribal council now, I'm done for. And so I don't know. I think that since I was able to survive those 2 tribals after, being immune 4 straight tribal councils, that was all the more on the resume, in my opinion.
Yeah. I have something for Frankie and Hunter in a second, but I do want to ask Aiden, in either your merge or Final 6 confessional, I think it was your Final 6 confessional, I asked what your perfect Final 3 would be. And I think you said Xander and Micah. Micah was for sure in there, and to me that came as a shock right away. And then you said, I want to sit with someone who would deserve the win with me, and I want to know that I can beat them. Now, you didn't, and it's how the game works, but do you regret that decision of wanting to go up against someone who played a great game also? Or are you happy that you lost to someone you think, and you said this, that you think also deserved the win?
Had I had the chance to go back and vote Mike out earlier, I definitely would have. But it's just, if I'm gonna lose, I want to lose to someone who really does deserve to win the game. And I didn't want to be sitting there next to 2 people who I knew I could beat, and it just wouldn't be it wouldn't be fun, but it would feel kind of disrespectful to the way the game is played. I'm a huge Survivor fan. And I've always hated the seasons where somebody brings a goat to the end. It seems disrespectful. And I wanted, if I was going to win, I wanted to beat real competition. And I couldn't, but that's how the game is played, and that's the risk.
It's still a respectful thing to approach. And, I was surprised when you stuck with it. I thought Micah was going home in that Final 5. Macy went home. Before I throw my question to Frankie, Macy, she's not here, but I really want to give some props to Macy. Age has nothing to do with it, but you still have to notice that she was the youngest player, 13 years old, 2 years younger than any person above her and more. And I think that, she got 5th place. She got 2nd in many challenges. She held her ground. She was going home as a first vote on Ahi, and she won the challenge for you guys and instantly secured her spot. Her name was brought up multiple times because of her age or whatever, or she was just an easy vote, and she got 5th. I mean, she beat half the people who are on the Zoom right now. She beat, half the people. And so I just want to throw a props out to Macy. I wish she could be here. She's not. But Macy, thank you so much for playing. I was sitting here rooting for you. I thought you were going home on day 1, and you made it to Final 5, and that is just impressive. But Frankie, on a lighter note, not that that wasn't light, but as the season was airing, you had a plethora of fans, and Bethany and I joined you and some others for a Ponderosa game night, and you were just a trip. You were fun. You're a hoot. I mean, I did not see that side of you. I mean, I saw a little bit. You made a TikTok about the tribes, but you constantly thought you were going home. You were just having fun. what is this character of Frankie? I mean, I love you, man, but this is great.
I'm just like usually like that all the time, like at home. Like in the other games that I could have played, I couldn't have been like this because like there was different kind of people. Like these kind of people like were actually like fun. Like the other games that I played, people were not talking or anything, and I just couldn't really like be myself. So I could actually be myself in this game, and it was actually really fun.
Well, thank you. It was fun to watch you. You know, you made it all the way to fourth. You were one of the people that, like, you know, I'm sitting here making predictions literally based off of people's applications. Some were smaller than others, some were bigger. And you were asked last minute to join when another guy that we had cast dropped. Someone's joining right now. We'll see who that is. And hello.
Oh my gosh! Finally, hello.
Welcome. We're ending soon, but thank you for joining, Jennifer. It's nice to see you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, Frankie, I just wanted to thank you. It was, I had no idea at all because of such, last minute addition to the season, how you were going to be, and you did not fail to impress and entertain. It was fun. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And Hunter, the only thing I have to say to you is hi. No, I'm just kidding. You sent in some fun confessionals, and I already talked about it with you in one of our the merge confessional. But I asked for it disappeared, but there you are. I asked for an intro video about yourself, and you sent me a video of you throwing a controller and then putting sunglasses on and doing this, and then like your theme song video, you're dancing, and I don't know. You also defined a character for yourself. I'm sitting here. My dad's a huge Survivor fan, and he was laughing so much at any video of you, Hunter. So you should take that as a compliment. But he was like, "Man, this Hunter kid is funny." And I don't know. I want to hear a little bit about your thought process behind that. Just kind of who you are, but.
Oh, hello. Well, so, like at school, there's always that class clown, and that's me. I'm always pictured as the funny one, and wherever I go, I always want to be pictured as the funny one. So, I wanted to do a better video other than throwing the controller on the ground. I had a perfect video in mind, but since I'm locked in quarantine, I really had nobody to help me out, so I just had to do that one. But if there was no quarantine, my video would have been much better.
Well, I'm happy with what you gave us. I liked it. There was times where I watched it like 3 times in a row when I was making the theme song video and just laughing. So yeah, thank you for joining, Jennifer. We're closing on some time here. Well, you get to see the reveal for season 2, which I want Bethany to do. I'll give some information on it, and then she'll talk, and I'll pop up a picture for you guys. Thank you, everybody here, so much. I tried to reach everybody. I had something to ask everybody. I think I got to you guys. I would love it at some point in the future, maybe like before season 2 airs in the future, we can all meet up on a Zoom and hang out and just talk about, your guys' thoughts. And you guys are awesome. Aiden, what do you want to say?
Can we do another game night with the people who didn't get to do the Ponderosa game night?
Absolutely, we'll do a game night. Maybe we'll do one in a few days before we officially start season 2 or whenever. Definitely, I haven't fully.
Another Survivor trivia Kahoot. Just saying.
Please no.
We'll see. Thank you, and again, 100% to Micah who won the game. Micah, thank you so much. I am very proud of you, and I'm happy that you put your all into this game, and everyone put their all into it, especially everyone here. Thank you. So now, as we're winding down on time, we're going to post this a little after 11. You guys will see when it pops up. I'll text the group chat so we can all watch it together and comment and stuff. I'll be on there, probably on the Virtual Survivor account. That'll be me typing, just so you don't think it's some like random guy. Bethany, would you like – oh, actually, let me preface. For those who are interested in Season 2, we're doing something for an application. There's going to be a post made later tonight. actually probably during this for an application. One spot is going to be given out lottery form, lottery style, in the sense of, if you subscribe to this account and then you comment on any video saying cast me or I want to be cast, your YouTube tag and whatever is going to be submitted into a drawing. One person will be cast by random, regardless if you're good for the spot or not, by Lotto. You know, that's what we're going to do. Information about that's going to be posted. I just wanted to preface that so it makes a little sense. You can hear me say it. Now, Bethany, you can take it away talking about season 2. I don't know how much you want to share.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Just everyone just. All right. Season 2 of Virtual Survivor is going to be Edge to Edge. We're introducing a whole new concept versus 2 different kinds of groups of people. It's going to be West Coast versus East Coast. So if you feel like you will fit into that category, we want you to submit your application whenever we ask for it. We are super excited. It's going to be super cool. We have a lot of fun twists and a lot of new things that we are excited to announce for you guys. And it's going to be really cool. I'm excited for it.
I am excited as well. If you can see the graphic, that's the graphic. It's exciting. We will be posting casting information tonight, hopefully before midnight EST. For someone like Xander, you're set because it's not even like 5 o'clock yet. You're eating dinner after this. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We are excited for Edge to Edge, West Coast versus East Coast. A little bit of clarification. It's probably going to be more like west side of the country versus east side of the country because we're not going to eliminate all non-coastal states. Which Virtual Survivor Season 2, Edge to Edge, which coastaway can win the crown? Credits to Bethany on that one.
Hey, you have to put in some puns. Otherwise, it's not as fun.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. We're going to end this now. Season 1 is a wrap. You will be hearing more from, I'm sure, everybody here, especially Bethany and I. Your guys' support is all we need, and we're hoping that this can just grow and grow and see what happens. The turnout so far has been amazing. We almost got 200 followers on the account, almost 30 subscribers on the YouTube channel, and hopefully we can surpass 50 applications for this next season.
Micah, your $1 million check will come in the mail, so be looking for that.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to end this now.